Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yanthan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says New India is moving ahead with the mantra of intent, innovation and implementation in the defense sector. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says India has always been a living advocate for the concerns and aspirations of developing countries. Senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge elected as new party chief, and Deputy Commissioner Chumoukedima, Abhinav Shivam, urges heads of departments to be mentally prepared for elections. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that New India is moving ahead with the mantra of intent, innovation and implementation in the defense sector. Inaugurating the Defence Expo 22 at Gandhinagar in Gujarat today, Modi said till 8 years ago, India was recognized as the world's largest defence importer, but New India showed intent, showed willpower, and Make in India is becoming a success story in the defence sector today. He said India's defence exports have grown 8 times in the last 5 years. The Prime Minister said India is exporting defence materials and equipments to more than 75 countries of the world. Modi said Defence Expo 2022 has the power and dreams of the youth, and it has the resolve and capabilities of the youth. Underlining the uniqueness of this edition of Defence Expo, Modi said this is the first Defence Expo where only Indian companies are participating, and it features only made in India equipments. The Prime Minister said it provides a glimpse of the capability and possibility of India in one single frame. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres today said that India has always been a living advocate for the concerns and aspirations of developing countries. Delivering a talk at IIT Bombay on India-UN partnership, strengthening South-South cooperation, Guterres said India's recent development journey is characterized by a high-impact program delivered at scale which includes world's largest food-based social protection scheme and a massive expansion access to clean water and sanitation services. He informed that India is among the biggest providers of military and police personnel to UN missions. That includes the first all-women police contingent peacekeeping mission. Guterres expressed serious concerns about the impact caused on mankind by climate change, COVID-19, and the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. He said old and new conflicts have displaced more than 100 million people all over the world. He pointed out that some of the fundamental substantial development goals have reversed instead of moving ahead, adding that there are more people who are living in poverty than a few years ago. Guterres also appreciated India's role during the COVID-19 pandemic. Senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge was today elected as the new party chief. He defeated former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor. Announcing the results in New Delhi, chairman of the party's Central Election Authority, Madhusudan Mistry, said Kharge scored 7,897 votes, while Shashi Tharoor got 1,072. Addressing the press after his victory, Kharge congratulated Tharoor on his candidature. He also thanked Sonia Gandhi on behalf of all the party workers for her leadership in leading the party. Kharge said, "We have to fight together against fascist forces who are attacking democracy and constitution." Kharge further said, "No one is big or small, and that all have to work together as Karyakartas to strengthen Congress." Tharoor, while congratulating Kharge, said, "This election was never about a person, but always about the party." Tharoor said he always wanted to strengthen the party because strengthening Congress is very important for the country. Kharge, the newly elected Congress president, will take over formally on October 26. Deputy Commissioner Chumoukedima Abhinav Shivam has urged the heads of departments to be mentally prepared for elections. He said this while addressing the District Planning and Development Board meeting today. The Deputy Commissioner said Chumoukedima is designated as election district and asked the HODs under the district to be mentally prepared to render services in terms of manpower. In the meeting, District DP officer highlighted on the basic information of National DP Elimination Program (NTEP) with special focus on Chumoukedima, Dimapur and Newland districts. She said that the vision of NTEP is to achieve DP-free India by 2025 as envisioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and to achieve universal access to quality DP diagnosis and treatment for all DP patients in the community. She also highlighted on the infrastructure setup of NTEP in Dimapur, Chumoukedima and Newland, and also the financial benefits to DP patients through Nikshay Pushan Yojana, which is being implemented since April 2018. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Longleng Town Council yesterday launched the second phase of cleanliness and hygiene campaign. Administrator Longleng Town Council Trongdipa Dongpi Sangdam stressed on the significance of keeping a clean and wholesome environment. Dongpi said the town council will continue its efforts by focusing on large-scale public participation by sensitizing the society about the importance of community participation and working together towards making the town a better place to reside in. During the launching program, waste collection kits were distributed to sanitary workers who have been actively involved in the upkeep of solid waste collection through house-to-house collection. Further, in order to control and regulate stray dogs, the Town Council and Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services Longleng, in collaboration with the ward authorities, have started compulsory registration and vaccination of dogs. All dog owners within Longleng Town are required to mandatorily register their dogs and ensure their custody within the premises of their respective residents and wards. Dog Welfare and Monitoring Committee has also been set up by all the respective wards to monitor and ensure the welfare of dogs within their respective jurisdiction. Deputy Commissioner Mugukchung Shashank Pratap Singh has informed that beneficiary enrollment drive for Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme CMHIS has begun in the district from yesterday at a CMHIS registration centre, Deputy Commissioner's Office, Mugukchung, and will conclude on 31st of October. The Deputy Commissioner said benefactors who wants to enroll under the general category, including government employees, will be required to provide indigenous inhabitant certificate or permanent residential certificate issued by the District Administration, Mugukchung, after 2016, a valid mobile number and ration card number for ration card holders. University Grants Commission UGC has directed universities, affiliated and constituent colleges to implement syllabus of cyber security course at undergraduate and postgraduate level in all the streams. The UGC earlier launched a syllabus of cyber security course at undergraduate and postgraduate levels on the occasion of Cyber Jagruta Divas. This syllabus aims to create responsible digital citizens, thereby contributing effectively to the overall health cyber security posture and ecosystem. The UGC said, in view of the importance of cyber security and for propagating cyber hygiene amongst higher education institutions, all universities, affiliated and constituent colleges have been directed to take necessary steps for implementation of the syllabus of cyber security course at undergraduate and postgraduate level in all the streams. Out of 108 tests that were conducted today, Nagaland recorded one fresh case of COVID-19. The new case was detected from Zunupado. The state also recorded one recovery. There are currently 2 active cases in the state, both of which are under home isolation. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says New India is moving ahead with a mantra of intent, innovation and implementation in the defense sector. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says India has always been a living advocate for the concerns and aspirations of developing countries. Senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge elected as new party chief. And Deputy Commissioner Chumoukedima, Abhinav Shivam, urges head of departments to be mentally prepared for elections. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.